A car travels from Calabar to Enugu, a distance of p km with an average speed of u km per hour, and continues to Benin, a distance of q km with an average speed of w km per hour. Find its average speed from Calabar to Benin. We have options A to option D. Solution. Now we have this question, we have to assign some variables. We already know that average speed is equals to total distance from what we have here, total distance travel all over total time, total distance over total time, because we have to consider the total distance traveled. We have to also consider the total time traveled. That way you can get the average speed. Now let us assign some variables. So let the time from Calabar, to Benin, to Enugu rather, to Enugu, that is the first case, to Enugu, let it be T1. Let that time be T1. Okay. If that is true, let's begin. Now we know that T is equals to distance over time. Distance over speed, rather, not distance over time, distance over speed. That is from speed is equals to, that is from speed is equals to distance over time. So from speed is equal to distance over time, we can deduce that time is equals to distance over speed. Now if that is true, we can now say that therefore T1 is equals to P over U. From the first case, we are looking at Calabar to Enugu. A car travels from Calabar to Enugu a distance of p km. So that is distance P, and with an average speed of u km per hour. So the average speed there is u. So we have gotten that from the first case. We already have that T1 is equals to P over U. Don't forget that. So we have the time from the first case. Now also let the time, let also assign that, let the time from Enugu now, from Enugu to Benin we already used T1, so let's use T2. So the time from Enugu to Benin, let it be T2. So from that we can have that therefore T2 is equals to, let's go back to the equation, a distance we have and continues to Benin a distance of q kilometer, that is distance, with an average speed of w km per hour, average speed of w km per hour. So we have w average speed, so we have that. So that is the time in the two case, or in the journey from the second, from Enugu to Benin. So from Enugu to Benin. Okay. Now we move on again. We have gotten the time 1, this one, we have gotten the time 2, so we have gotten the complete time for the whole journey. That is the total time for the whole journey. Don't forget that we have that average speed is equals to total distance all over total time. The total distance, the first distance is P plus the second distance is Q. Second distance is Q all over the time T1, that is the first time, T1, second time, T2, that is total time travel. So we can substitute their values now. So we have P plus Q all over the P, T1 is P over U plus T2 is Q over W. So we can bring up that to the next line. Now, if we take LCM here, if we take an LCM here of this denominator here, so let's take LCM. If we do that, this is U, don't forget, this is P over U, this is Q over W. So our LCM here will be U W. So we can solve this down. I'm considering just denominator here, not this. So our U will go into this UW. That means going to divide W. We're going to divide U. We have W. So we'll be having W times P. We have P W plus. Now our W we divide W here. So we'll be left with P. So P times Q will be having Q U. So let me rewrite what we have here. We're having QU. So we'll be having, at the end of the day, we'll be having P plus Q all over PW plus QU. This over, let's extend this so that we can differentiate between them. UW. So this is what we'll be having. Now, you know that since we have a fraction below as the denominator, we can invert this. This denominator will go up. So we have UW times P plus Q all over PW plus Q. PW plus Q. W plus Q. So that is what we have at the end of the day. So this is the answer to our question. So let's check through our options and see which of the options correctly answer this question. So if you check through the options, you find out that the correct answer to this question is option B. Option B is the correct answer to this question.